From the Google search page, if we just search for iPhone, we see the sponsored search results at the top. These are text ads, so there's a text ad for Apple. Below that is back market, and then we have the organic results at the bottom. So as you can see, if we look at the whole of the search page above the fold, what that means is the page you can see without scrolling. The majority of the results are actually paid search. So we have the search ads here, and on the right we have the shopping ads. So what are the benefits of search ads? Firstly, search ads are highly targeted. They target people while they search for your products and services. They're easy to set up. It's a very easy system to use. You just need just text ads, so you don't need to have any imagery or any rich media. They are charged on a pay-per-click basis. That means you only charge when the advert is clicked and not when it's viewed, so it's very cost effective. And finally, like Google, they're international in scope, so you can advertise in your home country and all around the world. So now let's go through the process of setting up a search ads campaign. To set up a campaign, you click Create from the Google Ads interface, and then you choose Campaign. Here, when it asks you what your campaign objectives are, we know we want to set up a search campaign, so we're going to click Create a Campaign without Gold's Guidance, and then click Search Campaign. We have to choose a conversion goal. In this case, we're going to choose Purchase, which has been set up on our website. The tracking has been set up to track purchases. That has been done from within Tools and Settings, and then Conversions, and then click Continue. And then you select the results you want to get from this campaign. So in this case, we're looking to get website visits. We enter the website name, and then we need to give a campaign name. Now it's best to give a campaign name which is descriptive. So it's a search campaign, it's focused on the UK, and it's for televisions. So that we immediately know, just looking at that campaign, what it is focused on, and then click Continue. The next thing we have to set is bidding. When you set up a Google Ads campaign, you can either use one of Google's automated bidding strategies, in that you will set the strategy for the bidding, and then Google will go and try and find you customers based on the targets you've set. Or you can use manual bidding. In my opinion, it's much easier to use an automated bidding system. It generally works much better. So the options you have here are conversions. That maximizes the number of conversions you get for your budget. Conversion value, that focuses on the actual value of the conversion and not on the number of conversions. Clicks, that tries to get you the maximum number of clicks for your budget. Or impression share, that maximizes the number of eyeballs, the number of people who see your ad. So if we click conversions, we can also set a target cost per action here. We can, in this case, we can say, okay, we want a target cost per action, which is £10 per conversion, and Google will try and go and find customers at that level. If we were to select conversion value, and it would be a return on ad spend, and this will be a percentage. So that means if we put in 500%, that means that for every pound we spend, it would try and get £5 worth of sales. Then there's an option for customer acquisition. When you have a campaign, you have the option of spending more to acquire new customers than for existing customers. So if we click that option, then we can say, okay, bid higher for new customers than for existing customers, and we'll set how much extra value we think we get over the lifetime of a customer. In this case, it's defaulted to £20.45. That means when you make a sale, it will add in that amount of value to a customer and bid more accordingly. Alternatively, you can bid for new customers. So what that means is it'll treat all customers as new customers and presume that they won't come back. So let's click Only Bid for New Customers. The next option is networks. Google Ads appear not only on the Google search results page, but they also appear on Google Search Partners and also Google's display network. The display networks help you reach people as they browse millions of websites, apps, and Google's own property, for example, YouTube and Gmail. Search partners are other search sites which use Google's algorithm and also use Google's advertising system. If you want to increase your reach, it is best to select all networks. However, you need to monitor this because it can be that the search partners and display networks have a lower performance. You need to select the locations where your adverts are going to be targeted. Google runs a system which works all around the world. You can target all countries and territories, your local market, and in this case United Kingdom, or you can specify where you want your ads to appear. It's best to do targeted ads for the location you're targeting. So if you were targeting all countries and territories, that would be targeting countries with lots of different languages and also different customer behavior. And you should have specific adverts for these people to get the best performance. If we wanted to choose a specific location, we could enter it here. I'm going to choose London. You can also exclude location. So let's choose Islington. And we could exclude that. So we've included London, but we've excluded Islington. The next option is to select the languages that people speak. You should really be targeting the language of your advert. So I'm going to put English. Audience segments enables advertisers to target specific segments. It could be that you find that particular segments perform better, so you want to bid more for those segments. You can create your own segments, or you can use segments that Google has created for you. So if we look at these segments here, Shopify customers, that's one that we created. And there's also pet supplies, baby products, and that's Google has created these segments by looking at your products and suggesting segments to you that you might want to monitor. There's two options here. You can do targeting or observation. The first narrows the reach of your campaign to selected segments. And the second is observation, where you just monitor the performance of them. It's best to start off with observation and then move on to targeting when you have more data in the system. Under the More Settings tabs, there's some more advanced settings. So the first is ad rotation. By default, if you create multiple ads, Google will rotate those ads to find the best performing ones. And it will then serve more customers to those best performing ads. That's a very sensible choice, but if for some reason you don't want that, you can turn it off. If you want, you can have a start or an end date for your campaign. For example, if you have a sale that you're running or a promotion, or you can just have it running indefinitely. Ad schedules means that you can turn your ads on and off at different points of the day. If as you get more data into your campaign, you can see what times work, and you may find that certain times of the day just don't work and you just want to exclude your ads at those times. At this point, we now need to select the keywords which we want to trigger our ads. In order to help us set up our ads easily, Google is giving us options based on the content of our website. To create the ad, we will select these keywords and also use different matching types to improve the targeting. In another video, we'll be going through keyword selection, so I won't go into too much detail here. Then we need to create an ad. This is the ad which is shown on the Google search page, and also if you've selected other networks on different sites around the web. We'll be going into creating text ads in more detail in another video, so I won't go into much detail here. So I'm just going to click next. And finally, we need to set a budget. The budget we set is the average daily budget, that is averaged over a 30-day period. You may go over or under in a particular day, but over a 30-day period, you won't spend more than the budget you've set. You need to be careful when setting a budget. If you set the budget too high, I've found in the past that Google goes a bit mad to begin with and spend lots of money on customers to then convert. I'd recommend starting with a low budget to begin with and then increasing. However, if your budget is too low and your ads are performing well, then you will miss out on customers. So we're going to start off with the Google recommended budget. Finally, we can review the settings and then publish the campaign.